So finally, I'm going to be making my turtle docks for my turtles. And for this, I'm going to show how to do this. So what you'll need is some egg crate. Here's some leftover that I have. And then here's some new that I will be using, some new stuff. And then here's one of my tubs. It's 50 gallons. There's Elroy. But here's one of my 50-gallon tubs, and I only really need one because then I can just copy the design for the second one, so I just have one up here. But I have two lids because I'll need both lids. This does involve the lids. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. And you'll also need some gosh, I can't remember, wire ties. You need some wire ties. For a second I wanted to call them something else, but wire ties, clippers. Some people just use scissors, but I find the clippers are a lot more neat. You're not going to have a bunch of this stuff everywhere. It's just going to do a really neat clip. And also a Sharpie to mark my place. Instead of measuring, I'll just kind of put it on the spot that I'm using and then just kind of mark where I need to cut and everything. That's how I measure, but a measuring tape is optional. So I'm going to first start and cut a little hole in this because I will be using the lid as well. I'm going to leave this as the ledge, and I'm going to cut here to about here. And then this will be the whole dock area. And then this little opening right here, I may cut as well, or just cut a small part, because all I'll need to do is have the ladder to where the turtle can get up without scraping, being able to get on this part. So that's what I'll be doing. Here I have my box cutter, and I'm just kind of going around this perimeter. The lines could be a little neater, but I got me a dull box cutter, but I'm working with it. And I've only been working for a little bit, so it's not too bad. After that, here is my hole that I've made in here. All I have to do is cut this out a little later, and then right now I'm going to take this and fit it right there, and then mark it with my little marker. So these things are also, these egg crate things are a little fragile. Yeah, because that part's lifting up, you see, and I don't really want that. Yeah, I think it's fine. So, remove this a little bit. And I have, this will cover, because it'll sit on this ledge right here. So the part that I need to cut out will be right there. And I'd say it's almost already about at the perfect measurement. What I'm going to do is put a mark. Okay. Alright, so I've made my marks. They're a little hard to see, but I have this clipped like this so it'll fit in the edge since it's rounded. Then I have this, and then, or I'm not going to be using the whole length of this. It's going to go down to this little marker right here, and then right there, and then just up back to that part. And I'm going to cut that out right now with my clippers. I'll show how convenient they are to use. So I'm going to start on this side, and all you have to do, I like to get this part, this flat part right here instead of this part, so it like gets all the way and there's none poking out. But I'll get it as far on that side against that as I can. Right there is good. You just do that. And then you've got a little cut that is right here. And see, I even just, it's pretty easy to but I cut it right at about that part. And it's okay to have a little bit poking out, but I just try and get as much of that off as possible. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I have cut this out, and this side is the same as this side for the rounded corner. I'll have to remove the sticker in a second, but as you can see, I guess I'll turn it over so you can't see the black Sharpie, but here it is. Fits perfectly right here. And so now I'm gonna make each side piece. I'm just gonna measure the sides and how tall I want it to be, because I don't really want it to be too tall so that the turtles can get enough UVB. It's cold downstairs, so I want the lights as close to them as possible so they're warm. So I'm gonna make it about this tall, and then the top piece will just be a copy of this, but with those. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna account for this part. I think I'm just gonna leave like one hole like open because it'll be fine. But we'll see how I do that. And this part will be open. I don't have to worry about that. But we're making this side, this side, this side, and then the top. So she's upstairs now. All up here and chilling out, and I'm gonna be bringing what I'm doing over near her so I can watch her. I'm not sure how much she'll explore. Hopefully she'll move around a little bit. But yeah, that's my Shellbee. She came over here to investigate, but it looks like she's going over there now. And I'm gonna be doing this as I'm doing this. So as you can see here, we are just about done. All I have to do is wire tie all these. These are the two sides. This is the top and this is the back. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I lose my words a lot, but I'm going to wire tie them. And I'll have to make the basking dock too. I do have a little piece I could use for it. I might just end up using this piece right here. I have quite a few, or I could connect this piece with another piece with some wire ties. As you can hear Elroy in the bedroom, he's got to be in there because Shellbee's out, and cat saliva is poisonous. And yellow-bellied sliders can't really go all the way back into their shell. Only really mud turtles can totally enclose themselves in there. So I don't want her to get hurt. He does have a history of messing with my reptiles. I had crested geckos, and I had to get rid of them because he would just not stop going after their tank and everything. I had 2 crested geckos, but I wonder where Shellbee went. She does like tables. Looks like she went under there. Can't really see, but she is right there, pretty much. And so I have all these pieces, and we're gonna connect them with the wire ties. So it's about time to put Shellbee up. She's been out for an hour, so I'm gonna pick her up and take her downstairs. Okay, so I've just put up Shellbee. I'm going to show you guys a really nice hack to make a really sturdy walls, really sturdy sides with the wire ties. If I'd really figure this out because it would be like flimsy on one side, like for example, see it kind of falls on one side, but it's really secure on this side. This is good for basking docks. It's how a basking dock is created. The easy side will be the side to go down into the water. So I have one that is like this. So as you all know, on wire ties, there is a part that the wire tie goes in, which is this flat side right here. And then it comes out this raised side right here. So what I did for this one is I stuck it under like this. Then I took it, here I'm gonna use my stand. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and stick it right through here. And then you're gonna put it back through that one bottom hole right there. Next, for the other side, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this part, do basically the same thing we did on the other one, but opposite ways. So this will be pulled through here, and the other side will be the side. But of course, put it through that square. And then take this and here we go. I'm just gonna pull that into place. I'll tighten it even more real quick. What I did is I just kind of took my molars and grabbed onto this part and pulled it while my fingers held this in place, so it did as tight as I could. And as you can see, it's still a little flimsy, but nothing like the way it was before. And once we do the very same thing, repeat that step up here, it'll be really good. And this will be done for each side, and I'll probably put actually 3 links right here, or 4 for the longer sides. Who knows? We'll see when it's done, but I'm gonna get on to that. All right, we are just about done with this one. Here's where I have put all my wire ties for you guys to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if I haven't accounted for these 2 already, I think I have, so 10 would be the one that's, they kind of blend in, but it's right there. And now I'm going to show you how to do the corners. I like to do the corners of mine. See, as I don't have one right here on now, but when you do the corners, I like to do them a certain way. And this way requires longer wire ties because you got to pull through more. But I have a technique that I use in order to make it really strong. And my technique is I go under this one, through this one, and then up here and into this one. Then I will pull it. What it'll look like right before you pull it. I had to, and then once you pull it, it'll all come together. So that's done, and then we're just gonna do the same to the other side. And then after that, what I'm going to do is, I've already checked and I know it'll fit here. Then I'm going to cut this part out so that I can then attach these 2 pieces right here and make a really, really, really pretty basking dog. Bear with me, I kind of messed up a little bit, but it still works. I don't want to waste wire ties, so I'm keeping it. But this is how each corner should be. With that tie right there, it should be really secure. And this part will actually not go up as much as this part, but it'll still go down. That's what you want. And so as you can see, I've kind of tied behind. Either way, these are kind of tied behind here. So that's how I've done it. And finally, oh wait, yeah, I still have to cut out the middle part. I have just cut that piece out, so now it's time to add the finished product. I cut this piece out, this extra part, so that the ramp will fit in. There we go. I may put a little extra wire tie right there. But it looks really good. Turtles can jump though. They jump pretty far. I don't want him to go to jump in his water and then hit this. So I will most likely cut it a little half section more, now that I think about it. But I definitely wanted to just do a little bit at a time, because I am thinking about Elroy getting in here, but I really don't think he will. He doesn't really bother the turtles at all. He just likes to, I had to put him away for the unboxings, but he doesn't really go after turtles. He just he's just very curious, and he doesn't bother my turtles upstairs, and he never goes downstairs. Upstairs is somewhere he's actually at. Finally, it's done. Now I just have to make one more after this, but I actually went and redid this. I'm going to tell you guys, I wouldn't use these larger ones. These larger ones aren't good for this project. This one went loose and it all just like was straight down, which Turtle's not going to be able to climb that. Even now it could be a little bit, it could be a little better still. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. Yeah, but all I need to do is clip these little extra parts right here off. And then also this, you can't really see it, but in each corner I X-Acto knife a little square hole, that corner too. And I wire tied this so that it stays on its ledge and it doesn't move, because I was experiencing some problems with it moving forward. And it won't really need a top, I believe. Elroy just really has no interest in turtles. So here we are. This is the first one. I'm going to be making the second one. I won't make a video of me making the second one because it's kind of just the same deal. But I went and I got it done. So see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. I think this one, I'm going to have a little trouble editing this. Hopefully it edits okay, because I made so many mistakes and I was kind of all over the place doing a bunch of things at once. So hopefully you guys can hang in there. Elroy, say bye. Elroy.